Look at that. Nice singing, Steve. Got it singing. It's coming home.
Coming home.
Yeah, we keep
Going home.
going home. We've got a bit of a power cut going on, but it's all part of today's coffee walk, people. So here we go. Coffee walk sponsored by Bean Brothers, none other than. Get my Lego cup. Look at that bad boy. Oop. That's a proper Lego cup. Ta-da. Says Lego on the bottom of it. Right. Coffee. Coffee in the dark. Oh yes, we're still on the Ethiopian Bean Brothers coffee there, in the dark. So, what's been going on? So, we're having some electrical testing done, which is very exciting. We have a new guy called Steve, who you saw his wonderful singing. Steve and Mike are currently chatting away, working hard. So, what have we got to tell you? So, we've got 2 pallets of beer going to Brew London, and I can confirm. So, there's kegs and casks going, and there's also some pollies going. Let me tell you, let me use my technical squizzle ability. Oh, look at that. Handsome devil. Right, okay, so on the board, these are the beers that we are taking to Brew London. We are taking Blue London, a bit blue. Band & Car, Irish Porter. We've got the Silver Spur, Ultra Pale. We've got Malamute, Session IPA. And we're going to take our Blonde, which is a traditional beer that we do, just because we can. And we've got a cask of Mount Helix that we're going to take. We've also got the new Ban 1 in keg. We've got our Pilsner in keg. And we've got a new beer, which is a surprise for Brew London. And it's a special edition. So, yeah, we've got a massive... We've moved the whiteboard so you can actually communicate. And anybody walking in will actually see what we're doing. So that's what we're on with. Let me squizzle this back around. Right, we'll go in the brewery where there's some actual light. So have a little sip of coffee. So we're going to top up on the paint on the floor today. Well, actually yesterday. So it's all looking beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This bit is working. We've got a few lights out, so these are all being replaced soon. So that's all good fun. Our stool needs putting back on the floor now. So one of the things that we want to improve is, and I talked about this in the video with the Band & Car, which is the heat exchanger here. So one of the problems we have in summer is that the water comes through at a higher temperature and basically comes from the tap through the heat exchanger here and then goes into the hot liquor tank, which is there, whilst the beer from the kettle, which is here, goes through the heat exchanger and then into one of the fermenting vessels. So the issue is that in summer the water is warmer and the transfer takes too long. So we had an idea, which is to utilise, see the tank in the corner that we made log jam in, is to turn that into a cold liquor tank. So my thought was to add a cooler, move that tank from that corner, move it into here somewhere, connect it to the tap water, have a pump that runs from that tank to the, it doesn't have to be a lot of pressure, it only has to be tap pressure, which is, I think here is about 2 bar, to the heat exchange, but also we can add a cooler to it and chill the water right down. So in theory, the day before we could chill the water down to maybe 0.5 degree or 1 degree and then pump it through, and then if I put a float valve in the tap, even though you'll be adding tap water and the temperature might rise slightly, it still will be colder than if we just run it straight from the tap. And then hopefully we'll save some water that way and not waste as much. So that is the plan. So I'm on with that as an idea. Hopefully we've got another 2 tanks coming, so that is also a plan. And we are hoping it to somewhere in this area we're going to put in a pilot brewing kit, so we can do some more R&D and have a bit of fun with that. So I'm going to put this down. I've got a new fancy so let me squizzle this bad boy around. Look at that, wow. Am I ever brilliant with a camera, eh? So, yeah, so that's what we're on with. So, yeah, so that's it. So, a bit of a short coffee walk this time. So at that point, the camera went black, and that was the end of the video. So coffee walk was cut very, very short, but there was lots going on. So I wanted to tag this on just to let you know what I did say, which was we've got new t-shirts coming. They're Lord's Brewing Co, Real Ale Craft Beer, Paul's Beer Reviews, and Brew London Special Edition t-shirts. They are black with day glow colours. They're pretty crazy, but I think they look pretty sweet. And also Paul's Beer Reviews t-shirts are going on the website very shortly, and you'll be able to buy those straight from our website. And also the Paul's Beer Reviews sunglasses are on there as well. So that's all going to be happening fairly soon. Hopefully Monday all of that will be up on the website with all the sizes and the inventory in there. The new t-shirts, I don't know when they'll be back. I'm assuming they'll be ready just before the show. So we will try and get them on the website before we go, but we might be pushed for time. And what else have I got in the pipeline? Exciting for you. There's loads coming up, but I can't tell you about all of it because, well, I need to make more videos. And if I tell you everything now, it'll ruin the surprise. So have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us on Coffee Walk. And yeah, hopefully next time I'll film it properly. And yeah, I've got some new bits for my camera, so I don't really know what I'm doing half the time. So yeah, right, okay, I'm going to stop this here. Have a great weekend. Stay golden.